She now lives in Gatineau, Quebec. Her name is Sowa. Please give Sowa a welcome.
Hello, everybody. I am a poet and an author in Chinese, and my pen name is Zhuo Wang. I have lived in Canada for 12 years as an immigrant. Additionally, I am a French citizen. I came from the dark and tyrannical Orient with a long, long history, full of famine, violence, and wars. The great Chinese writer Lu Xun once said, Chinese were always in an error when they had become slaves or when they failed to be slaves. I think it is a miserable curse of fate which has never been broken by Chinese. The atheist insular world of Orient and the cultural civilization is completely different with the Westerner, Christian civilized world originated from marine and trading. Many Westerners have many of naive illusions about the Orient. I suggest them dispel these misunderstandings. For example, you can search for the news about the child abused mother with 8 children in Fengxian, Xuzhou, Jiangsu province, China. Now, many brave Chinese are trying to rescue the poor woman. However, I think it will hardly succeed. I graduated from Peking University. Its predecessor was Yanqing University, a Christian university established by an American missionary, John Layton Stewart. Sorry, I forgot the motto of Peking University. Maybe I have regarded as a propaganda, but I have engraved Yanqing University's motto in my heart. Freedom to choose for service. It is quoted from the Bible. Although Yanqing University ceased to exist before I was born and was transferred into Peking University, the spirit of Yanqing University will live on forever. I still inherit its glorious tradition, and once I wrote a poem in English, I paid tribute to the founder, John Layton Stewart. Now, I am living my life loyal to the motto of Yanqing University. Naturally, I am devoted to this demonstration defending freedom, together with other Canadians. In these days, I often go to Parliament Hill to join the peaceful demonstration and write poetry or prose to describe this great Canadian historical event for spreading the truth. It is my responsibility as a writer, especially when the mainstream media disappears or conspires with the Canadian government. As an intellectual who grew up from a working-class family in the truckers' Cambodia, I observed that in Canada, just as the sun in China, there is also a split between the elite and the commoner. The bureaucracy and the mainstream media have dominated the public opinion, and they have stigmatized the peaceful movement for freedom enshrined in Canada Charter as a right with pumping hands and bouncing castles. The mainstream media have completely abandoned the objective and the neutral position, leaving only one-sided distorted reports, which are lies in disguise. Many Canadians believe these lies or part of the truth. Consequently, they are scared or reluctant to go to Parliament Hill, where there are many of peaceful Canadian patriots. Moreover, those misled people accuse the peaceful protesters unfairly, and don't know the truckers are making enormous sacrifices to defend freedom for all of us. These protesters come from everywhere: Vancouver, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta, Quebec, Ontario, locals of Ottawa and Gatineau. There are not only truckers, farmers, nurses, workers, teachers, veterans, but also lawyers, scientists, doctors. Thank God. I am glad to see that a doctoral degree does not imprison everyone in an abbey, leading a lukewarm life and rejecting to support the real living life. Now, Canada is at the most crucial and dangerous time in the history. The foundation of our free, democratic and free country is threatened. And we are sneaking into a world of 1984, written by George Orwell. However, the people of Canada are waking up and are rising to prevent the misery. We are fighting for freedom with our typical Canadian mildness and calmness, with great determination to win. It is a spiritual war without a gun to defend freedom for Canada. It's peaceful but agitating. Many elderly people and young children also involved in this great historical issue because Canadian patriots are in all ages. People use honky honks, laugh, laughter, whistle, carnival, and street literature to oppose the government's tyranny of the lockdown. Free London is our only one request. I believe that those central bricks will definitely collapse in the burst laughter and the carnival by the people in the Wellington Street. As a Canadian who was born in China and had lived there for more than 30 years, I know well enough what is communism and what is dictatorship. When the plague first broke out in the end of 2019, I wrote a lot of poems and prose because I am a writer. I have abundant empathy. I can feel concretely pains of those innocent victims. Those people lost their jobs, health, freedom, relatives, life, and even the hope to live. I can't help crying many times, then wiped my tears and delineated all of the disasters, anguish, and the resilient fighters who are some great Chinese people. But many of my poems and essays have been removed from the internet because of the strict censorship in China. The well-known American poet Emily Dickinson wrote, "Had I not seen the sun, I could have borne the shade." Vice versa, the people who have experienced darkness cherish the light more and are much more alert to the fate of losing their freedom than those who are always in a bright world. You can understand why I love freedom so much. Free to think, free to speak, free to write in this world. Not everyone owns this human right. It will be a nightmare for me if in the future my children will have to emigrate out of Canada because there will be no freedom anymore. After criticizing the dark tyranny of the ancient Orient, now I am blaming the government led by the Canadian left elite. 2 weeks after the trucker war, Prime Minister Trudeau still refuses to show up for demonstration. And I think he is very arrogant and irresponsible. Additionally, I think the Conservative Party is vague and wavering in this crucial point. So now, is there anybody to blame me as a white-first racist? Obviously, I know today my dauntless speech is politically incorrect. It challenges the authority and it will cause me troubles and dangers both in Canada and in China. In other words, Canada. But as a person who enjoys reflecting and practicing, I believe I should do what is right here. I always follow the voice of my heart, which is from God, who commands me to do so. Courage is contagious among us. We are truckers. We are those people who carry the most fashionable red jerry cans. We are those street authors in the face of Parliament Hill. Also, we are local residents in Ottawa and in Gatineau. As for courage, I should mention Mr. Tom Marigold, one of the organizers of the Freedom Convoy. Is a warrior who impresses me. He said, if they were arrested, they will not resist because it is a peaceful demonstration. I would also say, if this movement fails, then put me into a jail, and it is my honor to stand with this great Canadian patriot. I wrote a poem inspired in the night, 9th February, when I was very worried about the probably bad result caused by the task term of the Ottawa Chief Police Officer. And I was deeply moved by the protesters who shared their views. Now I will read it for all of you. A good fight. I am fighting a good fight. Freedom. Freedom. I am from Egypt. I had dates, figs, and chickpeas. Only to be slaves obediently. I had been in the desert with 12 years of trade to the place of glory. Freedom, freedom. Today, I am fighting a good fight with truckers from Alberta, farmers from Nova Scotia, young students from Trois-Rivières, and the veterans with military medals. All together, we unite. Freedom, freedom. We are fighting for our great, kind, peaceful, full of love Canada. Freedom, freedom. We should take back our freedom, which is bestowed by God. Thank you, truckers heroes. We the North, strong free.
An immigrant from China.